Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hi, and welcome to the last episode of Stock Tips Daily update of this week. And we had another uninteresting day in the markets. I've been saying now for a month or so, for more than a month, that the market can go either way. And just the last week, I've said that we are at the same point we were for the last month. We are exactly where we were a month ago. And you can see it here very clearly in this weekly chart. At the end of the week, nothing happened. So at the end of the week, we are exactly where we started the week with. We just got a doji, and there's nothing more neutral and more, I don't know, in the dark than a doji. So that would mean we are still pacing, we are still in the same place, we are still waiting for something to happen, and sadly we just have to wait a little while longer for anything at all to happen. So I thought today might be the day we got a new breakdown, especially given the way we've ended yesterday. But no, there still is some interest here in the long side. The bears aren't quite ready to give up, and you see here the last candle was a nice breakout after the last 2 days or so, and also with a significant volume. On the other side, we've always had volume in the last 15 minutes of trading or 30 minutes of trading every day here, and here. But overall, we have to continue waiting for something to happen because nothing is decided yet. I think on the plus side, you can tell that there is interest, there is a lot of pressure, that there are some bulls who are exercising a lot of pressure and who aren't ready to sell. This is the thing that gives us a little hope here on the long side, and on the other side, if this pressure mounts and we still don't manage to break out, then sometime this pressure will just burst, and instead of going up, we might just find ourselves going down at an unprecedented speed. So just be careful out there, and just pay attention. I think it's still a time where you don't want to be really invested in the markets at the moment. I know I'm yawning a lot. It's 12 a.m. here, and I am a bit exhausted at the end of the week. But I promise you, I will return tomorrow or the day after tomorrow on Sunday with some free setups this time around, just in case the market is going to surprise us and is going to break out. So this was the SPY. Also, the Nasdaq is also neutral, not that neutral like the SPY, but also didn't have that much momentum going on today. Also, the IVM, also the same thing all around, just the same type of candle we've seen in the SPY today. So the same thing all around. Nothing really new, nothing to talk about. What's interesting though is that the German market is crashing hard since the beginning of this. I don't have to say the beginning of this pandemic, but of this crash. But since the last time around we've touched the 20, we've fallen now to a bit too high. We've fallen now 20%, and this is quite a vertical fall. And I expect that we will hit a rock bottom here, and then at least ready ourselves for a nice pullback. I've said in the last videos that I would expect the available money to be shipped in the American markets, that investors willing to invest and eager to invest are going to try to find a safe haven for their money. And that's why there might be an inconsistency with the global markets. So that's why the US markets could still bounce and could still break out, while the DAX is performing that bad. So this is a possibility. It's also possible that the DAX is going to push, or the DAX and the other European indexes are going to push everything down again. There's also a possibility, and a huge possibility of that. One other thing that the market is going to show us sooner than later, I don't think we have to worry about waiting too long. I think sooner than later something has to happen. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consolidation days. I think something is bound to happen. So something is bound to happen. We have here also our nice resistance level, support level. So something is bound to happen. But I personally won't be surprised if you're going to break down my initial analysis before we've got this hammer here, was that the markets are going to continue south until we reach 373, 360. And that was my initial analysis. I would much rather prefer that we hit the new high again and soon. The markets are going to show us, like always. Oil performing very, very well, and this is the weekly chart. Here's the weekly chart nonetheless, and this is the daily chart. And if you take a look at the general oil, so crude, beta crude, a very big move up. We are now at 22% up, so whoopee. I hope you guys who are invested in oil are celebrating right now, because these are really reasons to celebrate. I know I'm celebrating on my own. I'm celebrating my position here in gold. I'm very happy with this position. We're very happy with how everything developed here. So take a look at it. Take a good look at it. We are also here 7.5%. I know this is nothing compared to how the oil is performing, but still 7.4%. I'm very happy with it. So this was a very nice week for gold, and we will reach a bit higher, and then we will take just some profits. Also silver, also with a nice end of the week, but not that interesting, really. Then there are some financial markets, but the sector I was interested in seeing was TEN, so the solar sector. And this candle is not that convincing at the moment. We have in the weekly chart we have a shooting star, so I was kind of hoping for some more. But on the other side, if you switch back to the daily, you have a very nice pullback back to the 20, back to the original breakout line, and now would be the perfect time for a new rally here, for a new breakout after this pullback. So I will keep my finger crossed and hope for the best. And I also took a look at our favorite setup here, plug. It's a little worse than TEN is, than the whole sector, but this could also be the pullback we've been waiting for. Okay. I think we've missed one, and this was euro to US dollar. So euro to US dollar, I was saying yesterday, I think we are going to reach the 1.08, or also the day before yesterday, that we would reach 1.08, 1.085. And I think we've reached it today. That's why I've adjusted this goal here. I think the new goal would be 1.6, or perhaps we shall stop at 1.8. just have to wait and see. But in the long term, I think this is the point where we are going to bounce back up again, or this is the most probable point where we could get a bounce. So euro is falling hard also because of this crisis here going on the continent. Very sad to see it. Very sad to see our beautiful continent affected by such a moron. And of course, I'm speaking about Putin. Good. Then let's see how our portfolio is doing. Our portfolio is getting smaller and smaller by the day. Today, I liquidated my position in Amazon, also to get some liquidity. This was a nice position. It started. Where did it start? I think it started here somewhere, and it closed here. So nice. I think a nice 1% portfolio value. And I did it for some liquidity, but I think I'm going to add some money to the portfolio just to keep it liquid. The options take out perhaps too much liquidity at the moment, and I don't want to have to sell any of them, and that's why I need some liquidity. But to take care of this problem, I think I'm just going to add some cash, just a little bit, a couple of percentages, and wait for just to be able to continue waiting without having to sell anything. DVAC. So I like how DVAC is developing. I really like it, and I've enlarged my position today by a bit, just by a bit. And I'm still very much convinced that we're going to hit 175. I think more than 175 is a bit too optimistic, but if DVAC manages to hold this ground, then 175, it's kind of still seems like realistic, doesn't it? This is the development of DVAC the whole time above the 90 moving average, and also when we started with a gap down, we've still managed to finish above the 90 moving average. So overall, I really like this stock, and that's why I've stocked this stock. Okay, then I remain with gold, with my gold, which we've talked about, and with a couple of options, more puts actually, but we're speaking for some puts with 2 expiration dates, and some calls also with 2 expiration dates. The first ones are in 1.5 weeks, so in about 10 days or so. So I'm not nervous yet. Not. I think 10 days or so. I don't know. So I won't panic. I still have the other ones, which would first expire in 1.5 months. So I'm pretty much covered, and pretty much doesn't matter. You either go big or go or stay at home. I'm still trying to cash out on this correction, and I think I might just be able to do it, right. We just need something to happen the next few days, and everything is going to be superb. Okay, so as I've said, I will come back again tomorrow or the day after tomorrow with some free setups for you all here to enjoy, just in case the market does decide to turn around next week sometime, or perhaps this year or next year, because you know what I mean, just a small joke. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, then I would definitely be glad to see a new subscription or a like. Also, if you do have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and then see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Bye.